At VanDamme Academy, our K-1 class is a Montessori environment. I'm a big fan of Montessori. I'm not an expert in Montessori, but I'm a fan. So I wanted to introduce just one of the materials from the Montessori classroom to give an indication of why I love Montessori and why we begin our program with the Montessori method. So when I learned addition with carrying, and this is probably true of you too, what I learned is if you're adding 16 and 17, you add the 6 and the 7, you get 13, you put a 3 underneath them, and you carry the 1 to the next column. You put a 3 underneath them and carry a 1 to the next column. What does that mean? At the time, I had no understanding of what that meant. I was following an algorithm. I was following a process. And I had no real grasp of what those symbols in their particular places represented. So let me introduce one simple Montessori game in the classroom that introduces in a concrete, clear, connected to reality way the concept of carrying. Okay, so here's what we have. We have a die. We have a little box of beads, and these beads represent units. There's 1 bead. Then we have these rods of 10 beads, and then we have these squares of 100 beads, which is made up of 10 rods, and the rod is made up of 10 individual beads. Okay, so these are 1s, these are 10s, and these are 100s. So here's how the exchange game works. One child rolls a die, gets a 1. Okay, he puts a 1 in front of him. Another child rolls the die, gets a 1 again. Okay, he puts a 1 in front of him, and so on, until, let's say he has 9, and he rolls a 2. At that point, he takes 10 of his beads. He trades them in for a 10. And now he has 1 10 and 1 unit. Okay? So he's learned that when you have 10 units, you trade them in for a 10. And that is effectively what you're doing when you're carrying. You're taking your 10 from the units and moving it to 1 10 in the tens column. So the game ends when each child has 10 tens and trades those in for 100. So again, the same thing as carrying 10 tens to 100 in the hundreds column. So this is just one of the amazing Montessori materials that helps to give the children a concretized, reality-oriented, clear understanding of things like place value, the relationship of units to tens to hundreds, and what it means to exchange or to carry from one column to the next, to trade in 10 units for 110 or 10 tens for 100. Brilliant, brilliant activity, thrilling for the kids to do, and gives them a great foundation for a conceptual understanding of math.